What's going on, everybody? It's Rowaija coming at you with a brand new video, and if you remember a few weeks ago, we finally received that sweet volcanic support that we were destined to have after so many years of asking on Twitter and in YouTube comments from Pain. And I do believe that we still have one card left. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think a lot of the times when we get reveals, we usually have like one card left for the archetype. So that could honestly completely change how this wave works, similar to how Traptrix Holtea changed the entirety of the Traptrix playstyle. But until then, I thought it would be really cool to take the support that we've gotten now and showcase a little bit of what it can do in one of my replay videos. As always, we're going to be going over a very quick summary of this little deck list here, and we're going to do some live duels in order to showcase what it can do and help learn the deck a little bit together. And starting off, we're playing one copy of the brand new Volcanic Emperor. This is their newest boss monster. He's a massive 8-star 3100 by 2400 monster. He is a Pyro type, of course, and he cannot be normal summoned or set, and he must be special summoned from your hand or graveyard by banishing 3 Pyros or a Blaze Accelerator card from your face-up field and or graveyard. When summoned this way, you can burn your opponent for 500 for each of your banished Pyro monsters, then you can set a Volcanic trap directly from your deck, and each time your opponent special summons a monster, burn them for 500. So this card is so absurd as a boss monster for so many different reasons. So the summon condition is like the most stupid easy setup of all time. You have like 18 different cards in your deck that dump Volcanics or Pyros from your deck to the graveyard, and then also Blaze Accelerators are easily going to be hitting your field and or grave, so getting it on field isn't a problem, and guaranteed if you banish 3 Pyros, you can get 1500 right off the bat. I usually get 2000 per turn roughly whenever I use Emperor. But on top of that, you're also getting a Volcanic Trap, which is a really good trap, the newest one they just got. And every time they summon, they're going to take 500. So they can only summon, I believe it's not 9 times. If they take 2000, yeah, I believe it's 9 times that they can special summon. 10 if they only take 15. It's going to be rendered even harder in combination with the trap that this card sets, and it's just, combined with all the other burn that the deck does as well, they're gonna have very few special summons to go with. Think of it like Masquerade for Branded, except I think this card is actually significantly better, just in a slightly worse deck. We're also playing one copy of their OG boss monster, Volcanic Doomfire. It also can't be normal summoned or set, can only be special by sending a face-up Tri-Blaze you control, which we're playing 3 Blaze Accelerator Reload, which counts as Tri-Blaze. It has some battle phase focus effects, and also if it destroys a monster and sends it to grave, you nuke all of your opponent's monsters and burn them for 500. This is even easier to do because they have to, in their battle phase, swing at the Doomfire, so it has to crash like a lower monster or something. This card actually isn't all that great, at least in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It's mainly here as an additional body to put on board and a way to send your Blaze Accelerator Reload to the grave to get the really good Graveyard Foolish effect that it has. And we're also playing one copy of Volcanic Queen to round off the boss monsters. This is literally an archetypal kaiju that has a similar thing to Lava Golem, in that you can't normal summon or set the turn you use it, and once per turn you can send another card you control to the grave to burn your opponent for 1000. You won't be getting that effect, your opponent will, but similarly during your end phase, either tribute one other monster or take 1000 damage. So they can't just tribute the queen off and then avoid the 1000 damage, they have to tribute one of their other monsters or just take the 1000 like they will with the Lava Golem during the standby. It's a searchable kaiju, not much else to say about it. Kinda sucks that you can't normal summon or set, but the new cards do kinda circumvent around that a little bit. We're also playing 3 Volcanic Rocket. Literally on summon, you just add a Blaze Accelerator card from deck or grave. Good recursion slash consistency, not hard once per turn, and you have a lot of ways to get it on board. So really good card there. Plus 1900 by 1400, really nice body. We're also playing 3 of the new Volcanic Trooper. This is a Stratos for any Volcanic card that also allows you to discard a card, especially a Bomb token, a Pyro Fire level 1 with 1000 attack and defense, to your opponent's field, and when it's destroyed, your opponent takes 500 damage, or the controller takes 500 damage. Basically, it's like an Ojama Trio kind of thing, but it's really good turn 1 because it fuels a lot of your cards, especially the Blaze Accelerators, by nuking your opponent's cards, burning them for more, and then they take even more burn on top of the token being popped, and discarding a card will trigger a lot of your Volcanic effects. Super nice card all around. I would kind of wish it was a level 4 for more rank 4 plays with Volcanic Rocket, but what can you do? Also playing 3 Ash because it's Ash, and we can also grab it from the graveyard off of like our Sunlight Wolf. 3 Scattershot because, yeah, Scattershot has an archetype, by the way, and if you're playing 3 of them, you can dump 2 if it's sent by a Blaze Accelerator to nuke all of your opponent's monsters, while also burning your opponent for a total of 1500. And also 3 of the new Volcanic Rimfire. This card is where it really gets hot. Pun not intended. It says, if it's sent to the graveyard, you can activate one of these effects. Keep in mind, you can use both in one turn, just not 2 of each of them or something like that. Banish it from your graveyard, and if you do, send a Volcanic from your deck to the grave, except Rimfire. or banish a Blaze Accelerator card from your face-up field or graveyard, and if you do, place a Blaze Accelerator continuous spell or trap from your hand or deck face up on your field. You can only use each effect once per turn, again, like I said. So this card is one of the most broken cards in the deck, because you can still use both effects in one turn. That's not only giving you another banished pyro for things like your Emperor, but it can also dump the Emperor off of just being sent. And if you have a Blaze Accelerator in your field or grave, which you have a lot of ways of putting it in grave, then you get another Blaze Accelerator directly from your deck, and that includes the Blaze Accelerator Reload, as well as the brand new Blaze Accelerator, which is absolutely absurd for the deck. We're also playing 3 Volcanic Shell, once per turn, soft. You can pay 500 while it's in your grave to add another shell from your deck to your hand. Just gets you some extra fodder for your Blaze Accelerator cards, or just your other things to discard like Volcanic Trooper. So literally just a discard engine. I know like Purely, I think, was playing this at one point as a discard engine. We've also got 2 copies of Foolish Burial Goods, because Blaze Accelerator Reload likes to be in the graveyard. 3 copies of Extra, because you don't really need your extra deck. It does conflict with Reload a little bit, but that's like the only card. 1 Foolish and 2 Fire Ejection, which is also foolish for any Pyro monster, but if it's a Volcanic, you can either burn your opponent equal to its level times 100, or special one of the bomb tokens to your opponent's field. Just 3 copies of Foolish in a deck that has like a million graveyard effects. Actually really nice to have. We're also playing 2 original Blaze Accelerator. These don't matter, they're literally here just to fuel the brand new Volcanic Blaze Accelerator. You activate it by sending a Blaze Accelerator from your hand, deck, or face-up field to the graveyard. You can only control one of it, and once per turn you can special a Volcanic from your hand, and once per turn you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls, send a level 1 Pyro from your deck to the grave, and if you do, destroy the targeted monster. This card does everything for the deck, essentially. Free body on board, that includes Volcanic Rocket or Volcanic Trooper, or not these, like, granted, but you can also get any of these on board to get free link material and get their graveyard effects. Speaking of graveyard effects, you can pop things like bomb tokens turn 1 or your opponent's board on turn 2 by also getting more graveyard setup with your Rimfire and or Shell. So you're going to get a lot of advantage off of just the Volcanic Blaze Accelerator, and you're also fueling your graveyard and deck thinning by dumping the Blaze Accelerator, because that'll help you get the Emperor on board or the Rimfire's second effect for another Blaze Accelerator like the Blaze Accelerator Reload. We're also playing 3 copies of Imperm, 3 of the Blaze Accelerator Reload, discard, or sorry, send a Volcanic card from hand to grave to draw a card during either player's turn, main phase specifically. Becomes Tri-Blaze Accelerator while in the spell and trap zone, by the way, sorry. And if it's engraved during either player's main phase, you can banish it to send any Volcanic card from your deck to your graveyard. Fuels your graveyard with all of your different Volcanic effects, especially in the opponent's turn. It also triggers Scattershot's effect to send 2 more, and get the board wipe as well, 1500 burn. And then 1 copy of Volcanic Inferno. This is their brand new trap card that says when your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, you can banish 1 Pyro from your graveyard, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Then if you banish a Volcanic, you can negate that activated effect. During your opponent's end phase, you can target up to 2 of your Volcanics, that are banished and or in your graveyard. Place them on the bottom of your deck in any order. You can only use each effective Inferno once per turn. So this is a really strong trap card that gets immediately set from deck off of Volcanic Emperor, that you don't need Emperor to actually use it. It's a negate that banishes your Pyros, that'll also fuel your Emperor's burn effect in case you haven't already summoned him, or if you want to summon him back later, and then also burns for 500 while also restacking your banished Volcanics, things like your Rimfires that you've banished off of either Emperor or off of its own effect, or anything that you really want to get back later. Super nice. You only need the 1 though because it is so heavily searchable by both Trooper and the Volcanic Emperor, but it's just one of the best endboard pieces that the deck has, especially on top of the Emperor also burning your opponent like very threateningly. For the extra deck, again, it doesn't really matter. You know, you got Access Code, 2 of each of the Nightmares, Hida because you're playing a fire deck. Sunlight Wolf is actually really good because a lot of the time you can link into the Sunlight Wolf and then summon the Emperor from your grave to its zone, chain block your Emperor, and add back something like maybe Ash or one of your Volcanic Troopers or Rockets. We also have IP in case we want to go for IP Emperor, and then we have Link Rebo, Almirage Anima because we have a lot of level 1s that we want to link off sometimes for the effect of Volcanic Rimfire or Shell. That's it for the deck profile. Hopefully I didn't babble on for too long. Let's go ahead and get into some replays to see this deck in action. Alright, it looks like we got a game against Drew150, and let's see if we can win the Rock, Paper, Scissors. I have a really bad losing streak most of the time with Rock, Paper, Scissors on EDO Pro, so it does look like our hand is pretty decent. We have oh, wow, they're just passing turn. I guess I essentially get to go first here. I guess we're going to start off with a Foolish Burial Goods. We're going to attempt to send our Blaze Accelerator Reload from our deck to the graveyard. This will allow us to start foolishing a bunch of things, which is really nice. Let's see, I think this banishes from field or graveyard, unfortunately. So, I'm thinking I might just start off with a Fire Ejection, actually. Go ahead and dump a Rimfire. There we go. and then using the effect of this, to special a bomb token to the opponent's side of the field. I could have put an attack in case I wanted to punch over it, but I'm probably just going to pop it with a Blaze Accelerator card. Speaking of which, we're going to banish a Blaze Accelerator reload from our graveyard in order to place the Volcanic Blaze Accelerator to our board. And let's see, we can also go Blaze Accelerator, or Volcanic Blaze Accelerator, sorry, by destroying the face-up bomb token. We're not only going to burn them for the 500 with the bomb token natively ending off the board, we're also going to be able to dump a Volcanic Shell. And let's see, we can also special a Blaze, or not Blaze Accelerator, a Volcanic monster, sorry. God, I am really out of my groove tonight, huh? We're going to add another Volcanic Shell off of Volcanic Shell. We're also going to... Oop, anything here? Droll and Lockbird, interesting, interesting. I don't think that's too much of a problem. We're going to go ahead and activate the effect of Volcanic Blaze Accelerator. We're going to special the Volcanic Rimfire. They're probably playing a meta deck or something, and they probably just drew a bunch of hand traps now that I think about it. We're going to special our Rimfire to our side of the field. We don't need to do any more searching or anything this turn. We're then going to normal summon our Volcanic Shell. Unfortunately, we're not playing anything like Assembled Nightingale. Maybe I'll think about it in order to go into Zeus or something. I think that'd be pretty cool. Let's see, anything else that they maybe got? Next up, we're going to go into the Sunlight Wolf, maybe? Nah. They don't have anything engraved that I really want to add back, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and go into an IP Masquerena. And the main reason we want to go off into a Link monster here is so we can trigger the other effect of Rimfire to send a Volcanic monster from our deck to the graveyard. And this time we're going to send our Volcanic Emperor, wherever he is, not the Doomfire, please. We're going to send our Volcanic Emperor, and now we can special summon our Emperor by banishing all 3 of these Volcanics from our graveyard, namely so we can get a lot of burn off of our Emperor's effect, and we'll be able to set our Volcanic Eruption. Do they have a Veiler or an Imperm or something here? That'd be very unfortunate. Ah, they do have the Imperm. Kinda sucks, not gonna lie. I really wanted to get that fat burn. How much would we have gotten? We would have gotten a massive 2k, and we would have also gotten our Volcanic Eruption. Unfortunately, we were not good enough to actually get that. We're going to go ahead and swing for a whopping 3,900 damage, though. And we'll see maybe if they draw a starter or something like that, because they're probably playing a deck with a bunch of hand traps and just happen to not draw into any of them, or draw only hand traps, sorry. Let's go ahead and go end phase. We do still have an Ash, and they're going to take 500 burn for every special summon, meaning they only get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. They only get roughly 7 special summons, sorry. That's 3,500 there. And we can also go IP into a Nightmare Unicorn or something like that and tag out at any time should we need to. Again, we also still have that Ash Blossom, so I think even if they're playing a 1-card combo deck, then they're going to have a rough time, and it looks like I might just take the W here. I don't think these face downs are going to be too important. Honestly, I might just head to battle phase here. Swinging directly with our Volcanic Emperor, we have something like maybe a Eldritch card or something like that. Traptrix Holtea. Oh, no, we have a Forbidden Droplet, though. Let's see what they're going to be sending. Mask Change. Interesting, interesting. Only hitting the Volcanic Emperor, so not really a big deal. We're going to go ahead and swing with the IP as well. And let's see, I don't think we can burn them for game here or anything, but we can activate Fire Ejection to get a nice dump. I think I'm going to go for Volcanic Rimfire, and we're going to special a bomb token to our opponent's side of the field. And now we can trigger the effect of Rimfire. We can send another Volcanic from our deck to the graveyard. A little bit of EDO lag right here. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. Yep, there we go. I'm going to send a Volcanic from deck to grave. Let's go ahead and dump... I think I'm going to dump Scattershot, actually, because then Scattershot can burn for 500 here. And then we can also go... Man, if only this was a level 1, we could trigger it off of the Blaze Accelerator. We are going to go Volcanic Blaze Accelerator effect. We're going to special our Volcanic Shell from our hand. I don't think we actually have any of the level 1s left in deck, so we can't use the pop effect, unfortunately. But maybe I should see if there are any good burning Link monsters. I think that would be pretty good. I don't think there's anything I care about too much on their field, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and set this Blaze Accelerator as a bluff, and I'm going to go ahead and pass turn. Remember, if this bomb token leaves the field, they're going to take 500, so it could be pretty rough for them. Tributing a Vision Hero Ferris. Interesting. Interesting. I'm wondering why. Maybe it's only that turn. I don't know. Ferris effect is fine. Remember, they only get one special summon here, so this is gonna be really rough for them. So they have the increase here, increase going to special itself, or yeah, special it from the spell and trap zone, and it's going to attempt to special summon something else, but they can't really do that. Yep, there's the 500 burn right there. Really, really powerful effect on Volcanic Emperor here. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the increase here. They would have taken 500 burn, but I kind of just want to rub salt in the wound, not gonna lie. Let's see if they have any response here. They have a mask change? Well, I guess they're gonna go ahead and take the L right here. Gonna go ahead and go into a Dark Law, take the 500 brand from Emperor, and then they're going to go ahead and lose right there. Alright, we're in another game against Rai this time. I lost the rock, paper, scissors again. Let's see if they have a better opener than Drew did, and see if we'll have a more exciting game, quote unquote. This could be really interesting. We have Ash in our hand. We drew the Blaze Accelerator Reload, which isn't the best, but we do have a pot of Extravagance, either bait Ash or get a nice draw too. We have Trooper, and we have Volcanic Rocket, which is an amazing combination. Rocket can add our Blaze Accelerator, the new one, the Volcanic one, which can then special our Trooper, which can then add a new card. And it looks like we're going for some Dragon Link plays here. Ooh, that could be pretty scary. I think I'm going to go ahead and Shotgun Ash on this Starliege Safer, hoping they don't have any of the baby Chaos Dragons in their hand. Could be pretty rough. Nope, they have Psyframe Gear Gamma, though. How unfortunate for me, huh? Well, I have no more cards to stop this. My only out got hit by just a skill issue, so I'll see you in 20 years when this combo's done. Oh, wait. Is it finally my turn? Wait, really? Alright, let's turn on Always Chain. I would like to imperm probably this Baron. Not gonna... Okay, never mind. Whatever. I love not being able to do my things. It's just gonna be getting negated by the Baron, isn't it? Nope, I was actually able to do something. Alright. So this hand is significantly less good now, unfortunately. But it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna go ahead and imperm this Baron, because the Baron could be a problem. I'm assuming you're not gonna negate it with Baron, that'd be stupid. Let's go ahead and normal summon our Volcanic Rocket, activating the effect to add a Volcanic Blaze Accelerator. There we go. Adding, our Volcanic Blaze Accelerator. And then activating our Volcanic Blaze Accelerator by sending a Blaze Accelerator from our deck to the graveyard. See, I wonder if they're going to bounce it with Spheres to try and stop the effect, because keep in mind, it says you can only control one, but it doesn't say that you can only activate one. Both of these effects are soft ones per turn, so if they bounce it, then I'm just going to use it again. And I'm gonna pop this Baron, yeah. Yeah, bounce the thing. I dare you. I dare you. That would be hilarious. Come on, you know you want to. Nope, bouncing the monster. I do still get to send the monster to the graveyard, though. I'm gonna dump the Volcanic Rimfire, so they're going to trigger the Spheres. I'm going to trigger the Rimfire. If they summon like a Goliath, we actually just do not care. I'm going to send a Volcanic from deck to graveyard. Alright, so we're going to be dumping our Volcanic Emperor. Unfortunately, we already have the trap in hand, so we won't get the trap set effect, but we do still get the big burn effect. And he is bigger than Baron by 100 attack points, which is really nice. Specialing the Magnamut to get a Dragon Search. Interesting, interesting. Alright, but we get to continue our plays now, though. I'm going to use Volcanic Blaze Accelerator to special the Volcanic Trooper from my hand. Alright, so let's get these Trooper out on the board. Activating the effect of Trooper to add any Volcanic card from my deck to my hand. I don't think they have anything to stop this. I think it's just... Wow. Okay, screw me, I guess. They're just randomly playing Effect Veiler, and they didn't use it on my Rocket. Interesting. Alright, so we can banish the Blaze Accelerator in our grave to summon the Volcanic Emperor, triggering the effect of Volcanic Emperor to get a little bit of burn. Not a bunch of burn this time, because we only have, like, what, one banished? But it is a free 3100 body, and we do have access to our trap, so that will be a negate for their next turn, with all the setup that they're going to be trying to get. Unfortunately, they do have Branded Beast, which is a little bit of a problem. I'm going to try to power through it. So that's mainly the big reason why they summon these off the Spheres. They summon the Magnamut. It puts Branded Beast live, and it gets them a Search. I don't think they have any Fires in Grave. It's just all Lights and Darks, yeah. So I don't really get any value off going for Hita. Not sure if there's anything I want to go into. I will go Battle Phase. They're probably going to go end of main phase, Branded Beast, pop my Volcanic Emperor. Druis Worm, ooh, they're going to get a double hit, okay. Bit unfortunate, hopefully they don't hit the Volcanic Inferno, that could be really frustrating. But they're definitely going to go Branded Beast, sending Druis Worm to send the Emperor and another card. They might hit the Trooper as well, which could be a bit unfortunate, but we can try and power through. They do take 500 burn from the Emperor, though, here. Yep, there comes the Branded Beast, sending the Druis Worm. Probably hitting the middle card, actually. That's perfectly fine. We actually get a free dump off of this. Ooh, wait a minute. Do we have any scatter shots left? Ooh, if we have any scatter shots, this is going to be really bad for them. We have all of our scatter shots. That is awesome. So this is going to trigger the effect of the Volcanic Scatter Shot here. And it's going to dump more scatter shots and nuke all of his monsters. Really awesome there. I've never actually resolved that part of Scatter Shot, which is really, really cool. I didn't know this was separate effects, by the way. I thought it was also if this card and if this card is sent. But that's 1500 burn, and all of those monsters are gone. Blaze Accelerator Reload, such a powerful card for this deck. No wonder it was like the best card for the longest time. So we're going to go ahead and swing directly for 1000 damage. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to have the Emperor on board for their next turn for when we're trying to do more damage when they special summon. But we can definitely try to do some things. We don't have much, but we do have a negate, and we have the Blaze Accelerator Reload that can maybe draw us into an Ash, but highly doubt it. They do still have Dragon Ravine. They're getting a search for any dragon right now. Bestial Lubellion still in their graveyard. They have a lot of things they can play with, which I'm not quite sure if I like. Yeah, that's a Chaos Dragon Levianeer right there. A bit scary, not going to lie. I'm gonna wait to use the Volcanic Inferno. I'm gonna flip it on activation. I also have Blaze Accelerator Reload, so like I said, that could draw me into an Ash if I don't want to keep this Rocket in hand. Interesting. I might be able to survive, and they are at very low life points. So I'm wondering how this is going to play out. This is a really interesting game. Alright, it looks like we're banishing 3 lights to summon Levianeer. That means Levianeer can special summon any monster from their graveyard in defense position. Really powerful on their end, but I think I'm going to shotgun the Volcanic Inferno here to negate. I don't want them to special summon anything. I'm going to banish a Volcanic Scatter Shot. I want to keep the other ones engraved so I can banish them off of Emperor. I'm going to just keep that face down for now, and that will negate the activated effect. Really, really nice there. And during the opponent's end phase, I can re-put some of my banished Volcanics as well, which is pretty solid as well. I wish it was both end phases, but whatever. You can't really have everything now, can you? Tributing to summon Bestial Lubellion. Probably playing the Regained as well, yeah. This isn't a negate here, but I would like to activate the Blaze Accelerator Reload, discarding the Volcanic Rocket in order to draw a card. If we can draw an Ash, that would be pretty neat as well. Seeing if they have anything for this, they could go Branded Beast to pop it, but that could be pretty bad for them, because I will get to send more Volcanic cards. Ooh, Volcanic Doomfire. If this stays on the board, I can bring the Doomfire out, and that's a big 3k body right there. That'll also put Reload in the graveyard. Very nice, very nice. I'm wondering what all they can do. They do still have Dragon Ravine, which could be pretty scary for me. Discard to send any dragon from deck to grave. But other than that, I'm not quite sure what they have in their hand. I wasn't paying the most attention because they used Magnum at the end of their other turn. Discarding Boot Sector to send off of Dragon Ravine. Let's see. Sending an Apsarautor Dragon. Oh, that's scary. Adding a Rocket Tracer. They can normal summon that, activate the effect, popping like the Dragon Ravine or the branded cards in the back row. Getting a free level 8 Synchro or a Link 2. They might be able to climb into Borland here, and Borland could be a big problem for me. I'm not quite sure. And they had the Black Metal Dragon in hand. Oh my god. That's really rough on me. We're linking off into Pisty here just to get the Black Metal Dragon effect, probably. I don't think they've gone through Red Ice Darkness Metal. You know, they have not. Wow. Yeah, they can absolutely get this Borland Dragon here if they really want to. That's going to be pretty scary for me if they can't just outright kill me. And they get to return their Pisty and get a free draw, so they could draw into something really scary as well. I'm kind of like excited and anxious at the same time. This is Volcanic versus essentially full power Dragon Link in its current state. I'm really like shocked right now. They might summon Druis Worm back too, though, for the Branded Beast, which could be a problem too. Oh wow, they're summoning the Magnum up back to get another search, probably for more Druis Worms or something else from the deck, so they can continue trying to stall me with the Branded Beast and things like that. but I might be able to next turn, if I survive, kill them with just burn off of Emperor, or by the time they special summon Emperor will already be on board, they'll take a good amount of burn there. Another Spheres, interesting. Okay, and it's just my main phase, right? Yeah, opponent's turn that they can bounce things. Once per opponent's turn. It's their turn, right? Wait, no, I'm tripping. It's the Branded Beast that's doing that. For a second, I was like super confused. I was like, EDO? But no. It's the Branded Beast doing that. And they still get the Tracer out of the deck off of these Spheres. I don't get my recycling off of Inferno, and I have no way of getting this Inferno back. Kind of annoying, but I'm still confident they can't kill me. They're running really low on extra deck resources here. I think they might go Savage Dragon, punch over Trooper, and hit me directly, and then pass turn. So I might still be in the clear. Oh, nope, we're making a Bestial Dissipator. That's pretty interesting. That can special summon a Banished Light or Dark. I'm pretty sure they have something that can help them go into a Savage or another Synchro. Summoning back the Driver is interesting. It looks like they're going for a Chaos Angel here because they have the two non-tuners, but it is a Light and a Dark. That'll make their things unaffected by activated monster effects and unable to be destroyed by battle. But it doesn't count Volcanic Blaze Accelerator, so if they don't pop this Volcanic Blaze Accelerator with Branded Beast next turn, I'm just gonna out that Chaos Angel. Alright, gamers, so, they just added another Druid Worm. They got the Branded Beast still on board. Dissipator is technically a negate, and also the Chaos Angel is a card that I can out, but it'll definitely be a little bit of a struggle. I'm thinking I might just want to summon the Emperor here. He is decently sized, and I can try to get some burn out, but not quite sure. This Dissipator is going to give me a run for my money in terms of the negation here. I also still have the Doomfire that can send this Blaze Accelerator reload, but I'm going to go Foolish Burial Goods to send a Blaze Accelerator reload. And are these hard ones per turns? I'm pretty sure... No, they are actually not. Yeah, no, the Graveyard effect is not a hard ones per turn. That's pretty interesting, but we're going to go Blaze Accelerator reload here. We're going to try and dump a Rimfire and maybe try to bait this Dissipator effect and try to get something out of that. We're going to send a Volcanic from our deck to the graveyard, see if they try to negate it with the Dissipator. Please negate it with the Dissipator, come on. I know you want to, come on. No, they're actually letting it go through. That's another banished Volcanic there. And I'm going to send a Volcanic Shell here. Then I think I would like to activate the Volcanic Shell when I have the opportunity. What's going on here? They're going to try to Druid Swarm or something here? Alright, no, it looks like I'm going to safely be able to activate my Volcanic Shell, paying 500 life points to add another copy of itself from my deck to my hand. Ooh, getting a little sweaty here. How many banished Volcanics do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only going to be 2,000 damage. Y'all, that is not enough. I'm going to activate Blaze Accelerator Reload, attempting to send the Volcanic Shell from my hand to the grave to draw a card. We'll see. I don't think they have anything for this unless they're playing random Ashes in their deck. Now, we're going to send Shell, draw into Extrav. Absolutely useless. So now we're going to send the Reload in order to summon a Volcanic Doomfire. And I don't think they're going to do anything here either. Branded Regained. Oh yeah, if it's Monster Special Summon, they get to Special Summon a Bestial. Interesting, interesting. So I'm going to use Blaze Accelerator Reload in Graveyard to send from deck to grave. Maybe we'll try to get the other Rimfire effect. I'm not too sure. This is just so tense, y'all. This is so tense. We do still have a Rimfire. I would like to activate the Rimfire's effect. Maybe. Let me view my grave. I would like to view my grave here. I don't have a Blaze Accelerator other than the Volcanic Blaze Accelerator, and if they negate, that's going to be a problem. Bit scary, y'all. Bit scary. And this Branded Beast is now live due to the Magnemud. I should have just activated the Volcanic Blaze Accelerator while I had a chance to get rid of that Chaos Angel on board. I'm going to try to use it now, and they disconnected. Okay, interesting. I guess they were tired of playing against Volcanic. I'm counting that as a W, though, y'all. Well, everybody, I was going to have some more replays, but that was a really long game against Dragon Link, and it was only just a handful of turns. I was like, what, 4 turns? That was wild. But I think this is a decent showcase of what the deck can do. As always, I'm not like the best pilot of this deck or anything like that, and I think I made this build myself, but I think this is a really fun and really interesting deck. I love the burn strategy on it. You can inflict massive amounts of damage before your opponent even has a chance to play. and it's going to be really rough for them to play around things like the Volcanic Emperor, the scatter shots being dumped off of your reload, your eruption engrave, or not engrave, on field, sorry. Point is, you get a lot of advantage off of this deck, and you can do a lot of firepower. The main issue is that I have seen some consistency issues without Blaze Accelerator reload, or not reload, Volcanic Blaze Accelerator, sorry. You can actually have a lot of issues, especially without Volcanic Trooper as well on top of that. Trooper is like the best card to open, of course, because it triggers the Volcanic Blaze Accelerator's pop effect while also being able to search it, yada yada. And then Rimfire is also really good to grab off the Blaze Accelerator, and then you get like a bunch of plays off that, blah 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 blah. Point being is that this is a really good deck if it can pop off, and we still have that one card yet to be revealed, which I am very excited for, but I don't know, that's just my opinion. Let me know yours down in the comments below, because that's going to do it for the video. If you liked it, please sure to leave a like, as I'll split this video and the channel into your omitted. And if you like this content and you want to see more like it, like the rest of my replays, then perhaps consider subscribing, because I want to 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. Not to mention, it supports the channel more than anything else, and it's absolutely free. If you'd like to support the channel directly, though, and you want to get some awesome TCG merchandise in the process, check out Tapio cards and link in the description, buy anything on the site, and use code Aurora5 for 5% off, and to support me financially. But once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Aurora, signing off.